Hi Bulldogs, we are here today to talk about your course selections for the 2021 school year. So I'm going to be going over several classes and several papers with you and letting you know what's available for you for next year. You should have in front of you a piece of paper that's colored. If you're in the 10th grade, it will be pink. If you are in the 11th grade, it will be purple, and if you are going to be a senior, it will be a yellow color. They all have basically the same information, it's just the color of the paper is different so that we can kind of glance and see what grade you're supposed to be with next year, so who it goes to. So that's for us, not for you necessarily. All right, so when you're looking at your paper, there are several things that you need to notice. And I'm just going to hold up one of them, but again, they're all the same. Look at your paper, and at the top, you're going to see your name and the grade that you're going to be in next year. And then also, it's going to have several classes listed for you. These should be your core classes that are being recommended for you for next year. So the way we get those classes is that if you are in, let's say, English 2 this year, then you automatically roll into English 3 for next year. If you're in Geometry Honors this year, you would roll automatically into Algebra 2 Honors for next year. So we're making sure that you're sequencing into the correct class for the next year. So that's what you've got up here. These are the classes that we recommend for you to take for next year. You also might happen to see an intensive reading class on there. So if you had intensive reading on your schedule this year, then it's automatically on there for next year. If you scored a level 1 or 2 on the last FSA test or ELA test that you took, then you were automatically rolled into that intensive reading class. So we do have ELA coming up here in the next few weeks. We're going to be testing the writing portion in April and the 2 reading sections in May. So if you want that intensive reading class to come off of your schedule, make sure you're doing your best work on those tests that are coming up in April and May. When we get those results back in the summer, if you scored a level 3 or better, then we will take that intensive reading off of your schedule for next year. But for right now, that class is going to be on your schedule until we get those results back. So that's why those classes are there. Okay, so I'm just kind of going down this section here. Those are the classes that are listed above. What if you want to change a class? Let's say that you are scheduled to take regular English 3, but you feel like you need to be in Honors English 3. Or we've scheduled you into English Honors 3 and you would prefer to take AP English or maybe dual enrollment English. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to mark through the class that you do not want, and then out to the side you're going to write in the class that you do want to take. So again, for my 11th grade students, if you're scheduled into English Honors 3 and you want to take AP Language, then you're going to mark out the English 3 and you're going to write in AP Language over here. Or if you decide you want to dual enroll, you're going to mark out the English 3 Honors and you're going to write in dual enrolled English. Now, I would get your teacher, the AP English or your current English teacher, to sign next to that, yes, that is an appropriate class for you. So anytime that you change your schedule or what was recommended, we need your current teacher to sign, yes, that's an appropriate class for you to take. So we do have this year, I want to mention very quickly, that we are looking to possibly offer the 1101 and also the American History on campus. So if you're looking at dual enrolling one of those 2 classes, then when you write ENC 1101 out here to the side, make sure that you put whether you want it at Marianna High School or at Chipola. So make sure you're including both of that information on there. Okay? All right, so that kind of lets you know about those classes. Again, if you're wanting to take something with dual enrollment, you need to make sure that you're talking to either me or Miss Godwin and you're meeting all of the criteria for dual enrollment classes, and you've got all the paperwork into us by the last day of school. So make sure that you're getting all of that into us. Everything needs to be there. We might be waiting on GPA for the summer, but we need everything else to be in place and everything completed before you leave for the summer. Okay, so last day of school is when we need to have that. Then at the very bottom, you're going to see where it says electives. So what you're going to do then is you have also received your paper that looks like something we've done in the past. And again, if you're wanting to change a level, maybe go up from English 3 to honors or down from honors into a regular, maybe you weren't so successful, and you can see what's available for you within that grade on here. So these are the things that are available. On the back, you're going to see all of your electives that you could possibly take. So looking at this, you're going to find your electives that you want to take for next year, and we're going to have you list them at the bottom of your paper on here. Notice there are 5 places. Now, if you've got 4 classes listed up here at the top, then we will take the first 3 classes to fill in your schedule. If you have 5 classes, then we'll take the first 2 classes at the bottom. If you're an athlete, make sure that you've got weight training, if that's the class that it says for you to list. Make sure you're listing both semesters of your weightlifting or of your athletic PE on one line, because that takes up one period of your day. List the name of the class, what sport you're taking, and then also have that teacher sign off over here, or that coach. So if you're playing football, go find Coach Donaldson, and he will sign off on that for you. Baseball, go to Coach Hughes. Y'all know who to go see on these. But make sure that your coach is signing over here, and make sure that both semesters of your PEs are listed on the same line that will take up one elective space. Also remember, athletes, that if you do have athletic PE on here, you cannot select another PE as another elective. You can only have one PE in your 7-period schedule, and your PE would be the athletic PE. So keep that in mind. Then you're going to continue listing the other electives that you want on here. And again, making sure that you're listing them in the order where elective number 1 is the elective that you want the most. This is the one. If I don't have any other electives, this is the elective that I want the most. And you're going to continue listing down to elective number 5, which is, this is the one that, you know, if something else doesn't work out, then this is the class I'm going to go to. Or it could be that if you've got intensive reading up here and we get rid of that, then we're going to go down to the next elective down here to select what to put in place of your intensive reading if we take that off. Or intensive math if you've had that in your schedule. So that's what we're going to be doing. You're going to be selecting. Make sure that you get signatures for all 7, 8, 9 classes from your teachers. If you're currently in ag and you're wanting to continue ag, go get ag teacher to sign for you. If you're currently in culinary and want to continue with culinary, go get culinary teacher to sign for you. So make sure, no matter what the class is, that you're getting your teacher to sign out here to the side, yes, that's the class I want to take. The teachers are going to be keeping a list of who they're signing so that they know that if they only have room for 30 kids, then when they hit the 30, they're not going to sign anymore. They may put you on a wait list for it. So make sure again that you're getting those signed. We need all of this completed in 1 week. I know that's quick turnaround, but it is quick. Okay, we're coming up on the end of school. We want to make sure that we got everything in there for everyone. So make sure that you're spending this next week getting these signatures, getting your parents to look at it. Notice there's a place down here for your parents' signature. Make sure that they've looked at it and assign and agree with what you're doing, and be ready to turn this in. Okay, we're going to be coming to your English classes and picking these up and talking with you a little bit more about this, but this is what's going to get you started. Go ahead and be looking at it. Seniors, one more thing for you. If you want to be a TA, it's listed as peer counseling. Make sure that you're, again, finding a teacher that wants to have you as a TA next year, and have them sign. If you don't have a signature next to TA or peer counseling, we're going to skip that one and we're going to go on to the next teacher or the next class that you have listed underneath. So you're not just gonna kind of wander the school that period. Make sure you find a teacher that actually wants you to be their TA and to be working for them next year. So again, look at all your classes, make sure that you've got everything on there. Driver's Ed, this is a new thing for us this year. With Driver's Ed, you do have to have your learner's permit to take the class. The class does not get you your permit. You already have to have your permit to be in there and driving. So if you're wanting to take Driver's Ed, you're going to have to turn in this Driver's Ed application. If you're turning 15 over the summer and will get your learner's permit over the summer, go ahead and take one of these, and whenever you do get your learner's permit, then bring it up here and we'll get your schedule changed at that point. So we need the completed application with a copy of your permit by the beginning of school to get you in first semester Driver's Ed. If it's after that, then we'll put you in the Driver's Ed for second semester. So then you would have all fall to get your learner's permit and a copy turned into the guidance office for that spring semester of Driver's Ed. So make sure that you're picking these up. We're not going to pass these out to everybody. If you want one of these, then come to the guidance office and we can give you one of these, or even go see Mr. Waller. We'll give him some as well, and you can pick them up from him so that he'll be kind of expecting you to take that next year. All right, so you should have everything that you need for now, so make sure that you are getting those signatures, letting your parents look at it, and getting all those plans, and we will schedule a time. We won't actually be in on the 9th. We will be scheduling a time to come to your English teachers, and that'll take us a few days to get in there working around some other things. So we look forward to seeing you in about a week or so.